Hello everyone, I am Deborah. Welcome back to my channel and to my kitchen, where I'm finding and making keto-friendly recipes that will keep us focused, satisfied, and in keto. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So this evening, you guys, I am making another flatbread pizza that is inspired by the flavors of the Mediterranean. So as you can see here, I've got olives, I've got olive oil, I've got garlic, feta cheese. There's tomatoes over here that I have put some oregano over. I've got green peppers. You guys, smells amazing in here. So if you also want to learn how to make a flatbread pizza that is inspired by the Mediterranean flavors, then join me and I will show you how coming up next. Okay everyone, first things first, we are going to make a tzatziki sauce. And oh my gosh, I haven't had a tzatziki sauce since forever, but it is a Greek sauce, and the two main ingredients in it is Greek yogurt and cucumber. So let's go ahead and get started with that. So to this bowl, I am going to add some olive oil. And oh, another thing too, I am making a half of the recipe that I found, and I will leave on the screen where I got this particular recipe from. But I'm making half, but I will leave the measurements for the entire recipe on the screen. So I've got some olive oil here. I've got some minced garlic. Some salt, some pepper, and some white vinegar. Give this a stir. And now to it, I'm going to add this cucumber. Now, this cucumber, I actually grated it last night, and then I squeezed out all the excess liquid and I put it in the refrigerator. And when I got home from work today, there was a little bit of liquid left. I squeezed it out as well, and this is what we have. So go ahead and add this to the bowl. And lastly, I am going to add this Greek yogurt. And go ahead and combine all of this. And then you guys, we will have our tzatziki sauce. Now, I've seen some recipes before that also call for some dill weed. And this one did not, and it's a good thing because I don't have any dill weed. And I'm gonna go ahead and give this a taste because this looks and smells amazing. That's so good. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cover this up and refrigerate it. And then the next thing that we are going to make is the crust for this pizza. Okay, everyone, welcome back. Okay, now it's time to get into this crust. So, in this bowl, I've got 1 cup of almond flour, and to it, I'm going to add a half teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of baking powder. Give that a stir. And now for the cheeses. So since I've got 1 cup of the almond flour, I'm also going to have a total of 1 cup of cheese. So I've got about 3/4 cup of mozzarella cheese, And then to it, I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of a Colby and cheddar blend. Okay. And off to the microwave this goes for about 60 seconds until that cheese is melted. Okay, everyone, this is ready. So let's go ahead and give it a mix to incorporate this cheese with this flour. And you guys, I don't know if you have yet seen the other flatbread pizza that I made, so incredibly delicious. So if you've not yet checked that one out, I'll leave it in the card above. Okay, that looks good. So at this point, I am going to put this on some parchment paper. So that we can press this out. And guys, I think I'm gonna state the obvious here, but remember to wash your hands. I am habitually washing my hands at every turn, but I want to just bring that up because you can have to wash your hands, okay? You have to sanitize these hands, and anytime that you are cooking, and especially if you're cooking with meat or anything like that, you want to avoid cross-contamination. So remember to wash your hands. And that leads me into another shameless plug for another video that I put together several months ago, and it is for a DIY foaming hand soap. And again, if you've not yet seen it, it's worth time watching it. Super easy, but super effective. And I'll leave that in the card above. Okay, so what I'm going to start with doing is I am going to press this out with my hand. To get it as close to a rectangle as possible, because that's the shape that I want. All right, so let's go ahead and put another piece of parchment on top of this, and I am going to finish shaping this by rolling it out. And again, because it's a flatbread, I want this dough to be thin. Okay, everyone, this is looking good. And that is the crust for this pizza. All right, so what I'm gonna do is get this baking sheet. I'm gonna slide this right up here. So what we want to do next is to put our toppings on it. So let's go ahead and get started with the olive oil and the garlic. Let's see. And this is about a teaspoon and a half of olive oil, and about two cloves of garlic. So this is a Mediterranean inspired pizza, flatbread pizza. So I really want to taste the flavors of this olive oil as well as this garlic. Okay, up next, I am going to put some mozzarella cheese, followed by this feta cheese. And of course you put as much or as little as you want, because this is your pizza, so you are making it to taste. Okay. Now for the feta cheese. Okay, now for the veggies. And again, I've got some tomatoes that have been sprinkled with some oregano. I've got some sauteed, okay, green peppers, and they have been sauteed in some olive oil until they are just al dente. And then I've got some black olives. You guys, this smells so good. It really does. I can smell the oregano on these fresh tomatoes. They are vine tomatoes and they just smell so good. And of course I can smell the garlic and the olive oil. Oh. And then of course that feta cheese. All right, now some of these green peppers. And lastly, some of these olives, black olives. That's a thing of beauty, I have to say. So here we have it. This is our Mediterranean inspired flatbread pizza. So again, I am going to do a close-up before I actually put this in the oven. But this is what this is looking like, you guys. Absolutely amazing. And the oven is set to 350 degrees, and I am going to keep it in for about 15 to 16 minutes. Of course, if it takes a little bit longer, I will let you know about that. But the next time you see me, guys, this will be baked. I'll see you soon. Okay, everyone, it is time to eat. Look at how good this looks. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut it. And then I'm going to put it on the serving platter. And then we are going to give it a taste. All right, everyone, it is time to eat. This looks amazing. And this is that tzatziki sauce that I took out of the refrigerator. And that is gonna go so well with this. So, that smells so good. Lord, I thank you. Delicious, you guys. Once again, another delicious, quick, easy recipe. So good. Let's see what the sauce tastes like on it. Gotta give it a try. All the flavors of the Mediterranean coming together. The garlic, the feta cheese, these olives. Oh my gosh, so good. Absolutely delicious. The only thing that I would do different next time is that one or two things. Because the tomatoes, okay, are wet, I would either cook the crust off a little bit first before I put the toppings on, or what I would do is I would bake the pizza first and then put the tomatoes on. So one of the two things I would do differently, because I noticed this time, unlike the first one I made, it took a little bit longer for the crust to actually get firm. So that is the only thing that I would do differently, and I know it's because of those tomatoes. But outside of that, this is so good, you guys. So good. So you guys, please do give this recipe a try. Leave your comments below and do me the honor of giving this video a thumbs up. please do share and please do press that subscribe button below if you've not yet become a part of my YouTube family. And remember, you guys, to remain safe, healthy, and encouraged. And until we meet again, keep growing, keep thriving, keep pushing those boundaries, and I will see you all real soon on my next I've Got Something to Say too. Bon appetit, and I'll see you soon.